Hey friends, it's Corey from Hey Let's Make Stuff, and today's video is for all of you crafters who have a small business where you need to buy garment blanks. In today's video, I'm going to share a way to help you save some money through the BELLA+CANVAS Makers account. So BELLA+CANVAS is a garment manufacturer, and they now have a way for you to buy garment blanks at wholesale pricing without needing a reseller license. If you are running your own crafting business, you know that blanks can make up a significant portion of your budget. So where and how you buy your blanks can make a huge difference in your profit margin. Before I go into the BELLA+CANVAS Makers account information, I want to talk a little bit about how you might currently be buying blanks and how this is different. So the first way you might be buying blanks is retail. You're walking into Walmart or Target and buying blanks there. These stores assume that you are the final customer. They don't understand that you may be putting a screen print or HTV or something on these blanks and then selling them to somebody else. You're gonna pay the highest markup buying your blanks in this way. Plus there's no discounts for buying in bulk. You can buy one t-shirt for $9.99 or you can buy 100 t-shirts for $9.99. They don't get cheaper the more you buy. Some of the garments that you might buy from retail stores are also considered fast fashion. Some aren't, but some are. This means that they aren't ethically or sustainably made. A lot of times they create all sorts of environmental damage. They don't treat their workers very well, those sorts of things. So not only are you paying a lot more, you may also be contributing to things you don't necessarily want to be contributing to. The second way you might purchase is through a distributor. Distributors buy large quantities of product from a manufacturer and then sell them to you at a discounted rate. They still make money because they were able to purchase at an even lower price, but it is definitely cheaper than buying retail. Distributors often have bulk discounts, so you may buy one t-shirt for $9.99, but you could buy 50 for $7.99, or you could buy 200 for $5.99. So the more you buy, the better deal you get. My personal favorite distributor is Heat Transfer Warehouse. I know I talk about them a lot here. They are such good people and they have really great products and good pricing. So if you're looking for a distributor, they are a great option. The third way is to buy wholesale. This means that you are buying directly from the manufacturer, so there's no middleman, there's no markup. You basically are working directly with the manufacturer to buy their products so that you can then decorate them in some way and sell them to the final customer. Often wholesalers will have a minimum purchase, so maybe you have to start at buying 25 or 50 or even 100 garments before you can even purchase from them. Wholesale pricing is the lowest that you will find, with the added benefit that you do not pay sales tax on what you purchase. Instead, you collect the sales tax on the final garment that you sell and you remit it to the state. That is how the state gets its sales tax for those products. To buy wholesale, however, you do need a reseller permit, resale license. They have a couple different names, and you will get that through your state. There are all sorts of necessary qualifications that you'll have to meet to be able to get that wholesale license and be able to buy things without paying sales tax. Depending on your state, this may be easy, this may be difficult, but because it varies by state, the best thing to do is go to sort of your Department of Revenue website and see what's required. Once your license is approved, you will be issued a permit number, and then you can use that permit number on different websites to be able to order wholesale. Some websites may also require you to show your actual permit, but in general, the number will work. Note that a wholesale license can't be used for buying products for you to use personally or to give as gifts or donations. The state wants their sales tax, and when you buy wholesale, you need to be collecting the sales tax on the things that you sell. The state is not going to be particularly happy if they find out that you are using products that you bought without sales tax for personal use, for gifts, or for donations. So you do need to make sure that everything you buy wholesale is intended to sell at some point. Getting a resale license can be really intimidating, especially if you are just starting out and you go to that Department of Revenue website and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do all these things. So a lot of crafters will just end up buying from distributors because it just saves them so much hassle. And that brings us to the BELLA+CANVAS Makers account. So the BELLA+CANVAS Makers account basically allows you to buy wholesale without needing that resale license. The biggest difference between buying actual wholesale and using this Makers program is that you are actually charged tax with the Makers account. You are getting these garments at a deeply discounted price, but you will still pay sales tax. That means that you can also use these garments for personal use or donations or gifts or those sorts of things. This is how BELLA+CANVAS managed to sort of get around the permit requirements of needing a wholesale license with the sales tax issue. Additionally, in this program, there are no minimum quantities that you need to order, but they also don't offer bulk discounts. The link to sign up is in the description below. Let's head to the website to show you how to sign up. So here I am on the BELLA+CANVAS website, and you want to make sure up here in the left that you have wholesale checked and not retail. Then go to Resources and go over here to Account Resources and click Create an Account. On this page, there are 3 options. You're going to want to use the one over here on the right, which says, are you looking to buy wholesale blanks without a resale license? Click register now, and then you'll go through this whole process of signing up for the account. So once you're signed up, you can log in and you can start shopping. So I'm going to search here for their most popular t-shirt style, which is 3001, and I'm going to search for this little unisex short sleeve tee. And you can see here they have several different versions of this shirt depending on size and what the materials are, but I'm going to go ahead and just choose this basic t-shirt here on the left. Then you'll be taken to the product page. And you can see here that in this particular style, BELLA+CANVAS has a ton of colors. So you can click around and see all of the different colors they offer here, like this, mint or this ocean blue. You can see them all on the models. To add things to your cart, you're going to need to scroll down. This is a very long page that covers every single color that they have here. So let's take a look at one of these colors in detail. We'll just start with this first aqua here because it has a lot going on and we can see basically everything you need to know within just this one color. First, you'll notice that there are 2 different warehouses, one in Nevada and one in Maryland. When you're ordering, you can try to order from the warehouse that is closer to where you live because the shipping might be a little bit faster. But if you need to order from one that's across the country, that's fine too. It may just take a little bit longer to get to you. Next, you'll see all of the different sizes that they offer with these little boxes here, as well as the pricing right above. This style goes up to 4XL, but they do have some colors that go up to 5XL. And what you're going to do is you're going to enter the number of each size that you want to order. So let's say we wanted to order 3 smalls, 5 mediums, 8 larges, and 2 extra larges. You'll know if the item is in stock because it will have this number right below each box, and it will tell you how many they have in the warehouse. So here in Maryland, they've got lots of aqua shirts in their warehouse. In Nevada, however, they don't. You'll see that the small and extra large, they don't have any. They just have this little dash down here signifying that they don't have any in stock. They don't have the extra small, medium, or large in stock either, but they are getting them soon, which is why you see this 3/9/23. This shows the next date when these sizes will be available at this particular warehouse. Once you have all of your sizes picked, you can scroll down and you can add other sizes from other colors at the same time. You'll see that it does not update over here on the right until you hit Update Cart. Now it will show you the updated amount here and it will add it to your cart here. You can proceed to checkout or you can go ahead and search for other items to add to your cart as well. Another cool thing they've added, which I think is really helpful, is if for some reason both BELLA+CANVAS warehouses are out of stock, you can click on this little map pin and it will open up a distributor stock level page. This basically tells me where all of these aqua shirts are from different distributors. So we've got big distributors like Sanmar, and you can go to their site and then order. You may be paying a little bit more as a distributor price, but if you have a big order and you just need those shirts, this is a great way to find them. So if you've been around here for any length of time, you'll know that I love BELLA+CANVAS garments. They are high quality. They come in a bajillion different styles with even more colors. One thing I really love is they have this sort of fashion forward line. A lot of times getting those sort of like really current trendy garments takes a long time in the wholesale world, but they really work to get this sort of fashion forward line going. So all of those sort of 90s trends right now, they've got garments that really fit those. So if you're looking to make some cool trendy things for your shop, you should check out that line. I mentioned fast fashion and some of the things that go into why fast fashion is bad. BELLA+CANVAS is really trying to change that. Their garments are really eco-friendly, so they recycle all of their scraps. Their dyeing process doesn't hurt the environment. They pay their people really well, and a lot of their manufacturing is done here in the United States. I feel really confident buying from them, and if you haven't purchased from them before, I think you will too. I hope you found this a helpful overview of how and where to buy blanks. If you have any questions about any of these methods or the BELLA+CANVAS Makers account, I would be so happy to answer those in the comments. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate a like. Subscribe to my channel for more weekly content. I'll see you next week.